Hey everyone, so I'm back, and I actually had an idea. Though somebody else is probably doing this too, I don't know. I haven't found anyone else doing the PS4 version of RPG Maker MV. Every time I try to do something, and I think I found it, it's always for the PC version, which you're able to do a whole lot more with. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to do a lot of the stuff that they're doing on the PC version on here. But I figured, why don't I show you guys some of the stuff I'm finding, you know, in tweaking and whatnot to get the work right. So let's go ahead and continue my project. Nada 1 Defenders of Ein is the game I'm doing all this in. Now, the first Nada I made for the PlayStation version of RPG Maker. That took me 114 hours to do. Utilized 5 blocks of system data, another 4 blocks of customized character data, and then 14 blocks of scenario data. 2 memory cards for a single game. And I had to cut out a lot from that to get that to work. Because I didn't want players to be shifting back and forth different memory cards to continue through the game. But, yeah, so here we are, we're on the PS4 version. I'm working on trying to get everything on this one for the new edition to have everything that I had to cut out. And at the same time, I'm able to do a lot more. And as I go through finding all the links I use to create a lot of stuff, I'll post those in descriptions, you know, because I want to make sure the right people are getting the credit that I'm pulling some of this stuff from. But right now, I'm going to make an escape spell. You know, you go into a dungeon, it's a really long dungeon, your guys are really hurting, you need to get back to town fast. Well, what do? You escape from the dungeon. So, let's do that. I've played around with it for a bit to get it working to my liking. And this is basically it right here. Escape. The original version I found utilized storing your player's GPS location, so to speak, in variables. It worked, it was nice, but the original creator... The original creator idea behind that spell was to teleport away and then teleport back to the location you were just at. Let's see real quick, I can tell you who that was. Yeah, the guy I found that from was a Nick Palmer. December 1st of 2014. Kinda gives you an idea of how long ago RPG Maker MV was released for the PC, but it had just recently been done for the PS4. But yeah, Nick had this really great spell. You teleported out of the dungeon, and then you could teleport back into it utilizing one. Well, that's not quite what I was looking for. After a lot of tweaking with this, I finally figured out how I'm gonna get to work. So let me show you. Create the name of the spell, escape. simple. Teleport, leave, outside, whatever you want. Give us 50 icon. Whichever you want. I just went ahead with the dude running. Kind of clean up my text there. Teleports to the outside of the dungeon. Check something real quick because a message popped up. Hi, Thomas. We're making an escape spell for RPG Maker MV. Alright. Set up for magic, because that's what it's going to be for. Scope none, because, well, why does it really need to target anything? And I'm only going to have it used from the menu screen. MP cost, set it to whatever you want. I'm just going to set it to 2. And then we're going to be utilizing a common event. I'm going to change it to this one, 22. Number 23 there, leave. I was playing around, trying to get this to work just right for me. Alright, so now the thing to do is create that common event. First I'm going to apply to save everything. Alright, common event, let's go down to it. And as you can see, I don't have anything there. We're going to go ahead and make it from scratch. But essentially, it's going to be like so. So we're going to utilize a control variable to do this with. Yes, I got a steal thing going on. As soon as I find the link that I got that from, I'll share that later. But for now, we're focusing on escape. But like I mentioned, Nick Palmer earlier utilized these 3 variables. It was nice, not what I was looking for. Anyways, we're going to utilize another variable. I just called it escape. You can call it whatever you want, just as long as you know what it is. And basically like that. However, I forgot one thing. Conditional branch. Escape. 1. And let's get rid of that. So, if the escape variable is set to 1, when the spell is used, we are going to transfer the player to the world map. And yes, I have a big world map, 256 by 256. And right now everything that I've got started is set on this little island here. This is the first dungeon you'll go to, so we'll say when the escape variable is 1, we're going to teleport back to here. Alright, that looks good. And just to be sure you've got it set up to be used by characters. My caster and mage can both use it. As you can see right there. Quick double check. How many then escape? And escape. Alright, looks good. Now watch, this is not gonna work for me. I'm broadcasting it, it's not gonna work. Now we just gotta set up something to say, hey, make this variable 1. And the way I've been doing that is setting up here with the events to go into places. So right here, enter Zalamar's Cave. When you say yeah, it changes the control variable to 1, and it puts you into Zalamar's Cave. And basically to put that in, I'll do it right here because I can delete it later. Control variables. Select the variable name. And constant 1, 2, 3, whatever. And that's how I did that. Let's go ahead and get rid of it real quick. So okay. Alright, let's save and play test. So this is my little test party I've got going on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. What is wrong? Really? Really? See, I knew something was going to screw up. And it's been doing this for me every now and then, just being really slow, not wanting to load all the way. Alright, so I'm going to kill this video and come back with a part 2 on it. You know, I'm glad I'm not the only one, man. Alright, so I'll see you guys in part 2. Alright. So I had to completely close the game out. Because it froze up on me. Does that to me every now and then. It's annoying. And this is a brand new disc too. Watch, my PS4 is going. That's what it is. Alright, so quick recap. Zalamar's Cave here. I set the control variable to 1. In the database. There's my escape spell. Call them common event escape. Common event escape. Right now is just simply this. Escape is 1. Teleport to the outside of the dungeon. And this is why you should be saving frequently on stuff like this. Alright, so let's try this again. Save and play test. Load up my test play party. Really? Really? You don't like my test play party? Alright, so taking 3 now. Yeah, I don't know why it's not liking my test play file. So we'll just do a test play with a new game. Change something real quick. There are some people who might get offended by that word. Alright. Now once more, one more recap of how this escape spell is going to work. The dungeon we're going to go into is Alamar's Cave. Set the control variable to 1. Go into the database. Here's my escape spell. Calls the common event escape. Common event. Right there. Escape variable is 1. Take us to that location. And the only change I really made between this take and the last one was I made our caster learn at level 1. Instead of level 3. Alright, okay. So this time I'm just going to do a brand new game, starting off, rather than reloading my data. Because that seemed to have worked. No, I don't want Jax. I don't want Clyde. I don't want Erica. I don't want Iriana. I don't want the brothers. I want Marie. I've yet to finish the opening text. I'll probably end up doing that later, like near the end of the game. Thank you. I originally came up with that back on the PlayStation 1's version of RPG Maker. But here is everyone in the character select screen. Iriana, my best friend, come with me! No, and we're not friends. But Iriana, you're my best friend, you have to come with me! No, leave me alone. But Iriana, you're my best friend, I love you, please come with me! If I come with you, will you stop calling us friends? You got it, bestest buddy. I'm regretting this already. Now, in a normal playthrough, Iriana will not join anyone, except Marie. Lathan and Nat Lloyd are all set up to where, if I've got 3 party members, they will not join you. Alright, nope, it's Lathan. So here Lathan is, he's got the escape spell, he's all set, ready to go. Except it doesn't do anything. Why? Because I haven't set a variable up for it here at Academy yet. Gonna leave. Now the dungeon that I have it set up is here. However, it's not there yet. So let's go back. Talk to Nazak. And there it is. So now we're in Zalamar's cave. As soon as it loads. There we go. I don't want to be here. Goodbye! And we have successfully escaped from Zalamar's cave. I'm going to try saving. Pretty much. Setting it up through switches is how I'm finding best to control which way the players go. That way they don't inadvertently end up in a high-level area that will kill them. Alright, so like I said earlier, I didn't have a variable set up here. So here, I've got Academy set up to where the escape variable is set to 2. We'll go back to the database real quick. Common event. And just to make it easy, I'm going to copy all this and paste. We don't have to set it up as an if-else thing. Just a whole bunch of, hey, if it's this, do that. If it's that, do that. Plus, copying it over like that, I can easily edit what I want it to be, rather than creating a whole new one from scratch, constantly adding it all in. Alright, and world map, and I want you to teleport there. So now it's all set up for variable 2. Click OK. Save and playtest. Now watch, I'm gonna load up that new save file, and it's gonna freeze on me again. Please don't do this. Ah, there we go. So we're in Zalamar's cave. Let's leave. So that should have set the variable to 1. But now we're going to go back to Academy. Going to enter. Sets the variable to 2. And there we are. Let's go in here. And there we go, because the variable was still on 2. Now, what if we've got like a dungeon? Let's look at this bridge, for instance. I can't cross it because I've got the tiles turned off to go over it. But let's say that bridge was a dungeon. It's got 2 entrances. Well, how are we going to set that up to where if I go in the right side and I escape, I should be going back to the right side and not the left? How do we do that? Well, exact same way, except we're going to assign 2 different variables, 1 on each side. And you guys should have a rough idea of how it works. First, I'm going to create a brand new spanking dungeon. I'm just going to call it Bridge. Yay, Bridge. Tile set, outside. Just for the heck of it, let's give it a background music. Field 9. perfect. At least for our demonstration purposes. Okay. Alright. Something that looks like a bridge. These icons look like they'll work. So, boom. Boom. And grab that. Yay, we got a bridge. Let's kind of give it a background, make it look like it's going over something. Or maybe over demonic space. But yeah, we'll make it over a sea. So here is our lovely, great, wonderful bridge. We'll create a quick event. Player touch. Transfer the player to the world map. Only downside to having a big map. Well, a big insane one like mine. And it'll go there. When we leave, we go there. Edit. Edit this, and we will make it come out on the other side. Right there. And our bridge is all set up. Now to get onto the bridge. Right here's good. Let's do confirm button. Show test. Cross the bridge. That sounds good. Choices. Yes, no. Leaving no alone. Alright. This one I'm going to set the variable to 3. Transfer the player. Bridge. On the right side. I mean, we can make it the left side if we want. Really confused with them. That'll work. Okay. Where's my icon thing? Ah, joy. I love it when it does this. So let's just go into the database real quick. Leave, see if that gives me my icon back. There we go. There it is. Alright. Simple copy paste and edit. This time I'm going to set the variable to 4. Set the transfer point so they come out on the left side of the bridge. Alright. The events are all set up to the database. All we're going to be doing here is manipulating the common event. Copy, paste, edit, change that constant to 3. Change the location, world map, there. Copy, paste, edit, set this variable to 4. And you kind of got the idea of where we're going here. To the world map, other side of the bridge. And there we have it. So now when we enter the right side of the bridge, and we use the escape spell, we should come back out on the right side. And likewise, we enter on the left, use escape, we should come out on the left side of the bridge. Unless the game freezes up here again. Oh, come on. Alright, give me a battle real quick. Last time. Really? Seems like every time I try to reproduce everything I do without broadcasting, the game says, nope, I'm not going to let you this time. I'm going to make you look like an idiot. Not that I need help in that department. Across the bridge, there we go. Enter on the right. Get out of here. And there we are on the right side. Let's go ahead, cross the bridge all the way. Get to the other side. Yay! Oh yeah, that's right, because it's on impassable terrain. I'm brilliant like that. But you got the general idea of how it works. Put it there. Set you. Yeah, I've actually got that bridge set up to where you can't walk on it. And with it set to player confirm, usually I can't get anything like that to work unless they're standing right on it, or there's an actual visible icon like a person or a town or something you can interact with. Except there, that worked fine, because I was able to walk on it. And escape. And there I am on the left side. Oh. So that's basically how this simple escape spell works. Took 3-4 tries of catching it to make it work, but hey, hopefully somebody can use that. Now, one thing I am going to do is I am going to walk on the bridge. That I did. The troll wouldn't let me cross it, but I did. And there we go. Forget events. I'm just gonna walk over it now. Anyway, that's the escape spell. How I'll be utilizing it with variables and whatnot. Only thing you gotta remember is change the variable for each place that you want them to be able to escape from. I'm generally not going to have them be able to escape from towns, on account that I plan on utilizing a New Game Plus option that I had going back on the first RPG Maker. And since Lathan and Nat would learn escape at level 3, well, during a previous party, when you do New Game Plus and play as them again, they'll already have it. So I don't really want them to bypass the stuff that happens in the town, so I'll be removing that variable. Then I can assign to like, the dungeon that's going to be here. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in. And like I said back at the start, as soon as I find the other links and whatnot that I utilize to create some awesome stuff from the PC version, I'll probably do another video showing how to do that. As soon as I find the right URL that I got it from, that way I can credit the proper people. Till next time, I'll see you later. Oh, thank you, Thomas. It was basically just a straight run-through game. It was just kind of something simple that I made up, and my little boy had fun playing it years after I made it. So, hopefully others will. You have a good night, Bill.